East Valley woman is on high alert, saying a group of women followed her through a store while eyeing her newborn baby.
Yeah, the mom notifying police, and tonight she's sharing her story as a warning for the rest of us with little ones.
Team 12's Antonia Mejia is live from the Alert Center with the strange story that's unfolding. Antonia, what happened?
Mark, this mom was with her family at a shopping center at a Gilbert Costco. Now, she says he noticed a group of suspicious women staring at her baby, and she knew something wasn't right.
I had a gut feeling something wasn't right. We all did, so I wasn't the only one that felt that way.
Lacey Oki holding her baby extra tightly. She's certain 3 suspicious women targeted her 7-week-old son, continuously following her inside the Costco near Santan Village in Gilbert.
I had 3 other kids with us, and they were just staring at my son the whole time.
Lacey with her older sister and her mom. The way one of the unknown women grabbed shopping items, throwing off Lacey's mom.
She was acting very suspicious, taking things off the shelf, not looking at them, but grabbing them the whole time, watching my daughter that was holding my grandson.
The bizarre behavior not ending there.
We went to completely opposite sides of the store, and she was, they were all still following us.
That's when Lacey went to get security, but the suspicious women suddenly disappeared after she says they heard her.
Who knows what they would have done if they didn't hear me say, let's just get security, because if they weren't doing anything wrong, they wouldn't have left as fast as they did.
Lacey filing a police report, but Gilbert investigators can't do much.
We had some information to help assist us in finding the people, but the information was not accurate, so there was no follow-up to be done. We couldn't identify any suspects or vehicles involved.
So now, Lacey is making it her initiative to warn other parents.
I just want people to be aware that anything could happen in a split second, and you need to keep your kids close to you.
Without a doubt, 100%, they targeted my grandson.
All right, so even though Gilbert police can't identify the possible suspects in this case, investigators do say that if you see anything suspicious or you feel unsafe, report it immediately. We're live in the Alert Center. Antonia Mejia, 12 News.
All right, Antonia, thank you.